around and see if
of
it
my
depends
domain.
on
your
Yeah.
subclass. Some spells
Yeah.
are always
You're
prepared, others are.
not recording right now, right?
Yeah, I think because of my...
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
check.
it's always
real quick.
prepared. And what was the other one? That's a restoration?
Yeah.
I do not have that prepared. I mean,
Okay.
it's a new day we slept, so...
Yeah, I'm just figuring out stuff that'll be useful.
Yeah,
I can
actually,
run lesser restoration. It's fine.
I should do that too, actually. I was trying to help Jimmy.
Uninstall Chrome. Switch to Chrome to install. Let's see if it can install Chrome. I'm just doing it on my iPad. See if I could swap it around. You know.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, just mess that if you want to while you're. But yeah, I think we're.
It
Do you
shouldn't
think
take
it's
that long.
okay for me to have cure wounds still? I mean, we've got a lot of. Okay, keep it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just because there's always a chance because your healers are also kind of your tanks. That if something happens to both of us at the same time, we need somebody that can get us up. And we do have healing potions, but
yeah, always love backup healing.
Yeah.
Who among us has water breathing? Actually, never mind. We
don't need that because we got the.
We don't need it, but I can ritually cast it at will, so
right.
it's never an issue.
Okay. No thanks.
I can do revivify. It just might be nice to have somebody with an extra ability to do that in case somebody else burns through all their spell slots in a fight.
Spell slots haven't super been an issue, but it is nice to have like a backup person with it. Just because there's nothing more depressing than the one person can bring somebody back from the dead is the one that needs to get brought back from the dead.
Well, only reason I'm asking is I want to get rid of like tiny serving because I don't need it, and I don't think I need create water at this point since I'm no longer.
If you really are looking for a spot and want to get rid of cure light wounds, I could always take Wither and Bloom. That's a healing spell.
Yeah.
And protection from energy actually would be good. It's an action and it's granted it's concentration, but it lasts for a whole hour. So it gives a one person resistance to a damage type. So I'll get that, and then else. Dispel magic. That can always be useful.
I generally have Dispel magic and counterspell if I know we're going into battle. I just didn't bring them when we were in limbo because I didn't know we were going right in.
Right.
If you've got Dispel magic, that can free up a slot for me because that's typically not something you need to.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't use my spell slots that much because it's just basically pews, and then if I use my spell stuff, it's always outside of combat to like help with stuff
or absorb elements to keep you from
dying.
I
think the only real spell I ever use is like Vortex Warp if I need to like push somebody around on the field or pull somebody in if I'm feeling lucky. And
where is it? Here we go.
So that's all the spells I can prepare. I'll keep Dispel magic and protection from energy.
Above.
I should be good, but let me know if somebody needs to swap something out because I've got a few that are just occasionally useful instead of consistently useful.
Right. I'm trying to balance running damage and practicality stuff.
Yeah, I'm running basically all of the detection stuff today because we just need to find the treasure. We don't necessarily need to beat the pirates.
Oh yeah, I got detect magic as well, which I'm assuming this is going to be a magical artifact. Unless it's an actual like trove of gold and shit. It's like if that's the case, like we just each of us stuffs shit in our bag of holdings and we can hold up like 500 pounds each.
Yeah, plenty of you have all of them, so you have each one has one, so tons of
I'm running locate planter animal in case there's a specific fish we need to avoid, locate object and scrying. So
and I also have see invisibility still, so in case some camouflage critters.
Yep.
Can we just copy and paste that video? Because it does not let me do it by clicking on it. It's really irritating.
What you trying to do, Jimmy?
I'm downloading. I downloaded Google onto the iPad, and then I was like, okay, now I gotta do the chat thing, and it's like, sorry, it's letting me look at the Google store through Google. So I'm trying to copy the link and then.
Someone said,
you want the Apple Store or wherever whatever that's called.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also try So for iPad, someone said Edge. And then
An iPad?
Yeah, I know, something like that. But I don't know if that's gonna work. It wasn't very confident.
Now I got it to add to desktop. Add to desktop.
I mean, does Safari have extensions like that, or probably
it
not?
does, but I don't know. I never
Oh,
used.
let me see what I said.
Same.
Okay, well, while you use that, let me do the recap. So last time on World Elements, you guys continue with Sako to Shraktalur, aka the city where the Githzerai live. And on the way there, you met two creatures that were arguing with each other over territory. One was like a red slod, and the other one was like a Githzeri. Names which you end up meeting later. I never find his name. Name's Zenrai. Risk. So you guys start talking to them, trying to resolve the argument for them because I guess you're nice guys and want to see what happened. And you ended up annoying the slod with like Risk basically explained to him like his logic was faulty because the whole like what's territory? Are you arguing for territory? Not arguing territory? And then the slot didn't appreciate your logic and ran away because it wanted to fight you guys. But I realized it's too many of you guys to fight. Now that there's a bunch of you guys here, and it's like you're taking the side of the Githzerai.
I just
Did
told
we
him
also do a joke of I'm your new stepdad kind of thing?
pretty much
Something.
something like that. And I just basically told him to fuck the hell off, just get the fuck out.
So he did. He's not the smartest in general slots like some of
And
the
apparently he basically went and got daddy. My dad's gonna beat you up.
My dad beat your dad. So
He got a giant asshole to come and fight us.
Yeah. So basically, after you finish that and you're about to continue again, Zenrai got a message from his people that's Spawning Stone, which is an area of Limbo, which is where that creates the Slotty and generally a powerful source of energy in the place. It was going to be taken over by Slot again because there's like a cycle where some Slot take it over, or one color Slot takes over, and another takes over, and every so often they fight each other to the death, basically, or something like that to like take the territory because whoever owns it essentially gets to spawn their type of slot for a bit. So it's this whole cycle that endlessly continues. And but during the time frame, there's going to be a lot of chaos and a lot of problems. And you could take advantage of this if you get there before they do, because to fight the Guardians and use it as a power source to teleport yourself, to plane shift back home to Sigil. So you did that. You're like, okay, let's go. So you went to you fought the Guardians there. There was a bunch of like different kind of slots, like the gray slots or death slots. And then you also met Zune, which was like a Lord of Chaos, aka one of the most powerful of the slots. However, you don't have to fight him because Sako decided to go play with him and take him somewhere else to keep busy. So he kept him busy. You guys got his essence essentially that he used to infuse into one of your friend's items. In this case, the Quiver of Elona from Krivdar, and that activated later on. But during that time you guys fought, you're able to essentially get out of there by activating these like 3 runes on the ground, like triangle-shaped runes that you see on the map, like aka over northwest, southwest, and east sites. And then basically from there the center portal opened up. You guys went in there and teleported out back to Sigil to safety. You just took a nap.
Yep. Okay. It's hopeless.
Okay. It's like, well, if you want Jimmy, like in the future, I can just talk to you, or we can try to like do it in their chat, like later on, just use you and me or something. We can maybe look into it, figure it out.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, we can try. We'll try. Otherwise, yeah. That's basically it. Oh yeah. Also, while you guys are in limbo because you guys were activating casting spells, the wild magics were surging on a regular basis due to the chaos in the area. So a bunch of weird things happened, like Risk got purple scales, I guess, or purple scales. We got a blue Smurf.
Renan turned blue.
Yeah,
yep.
And I think he lost all of his hair as well.
I lost my hair, but only
no, that was Chris.
Yeah. I still have my beautiful hair.
Yeah, that's it was Ekres lost all his hair. All of them just fell out at once when he cast a spell. But like they'll come back. But the blue skinned of our buddy
Renan.
Renan is still stuck there, and he has to use like find a remove curse spell or cast himself. He has it to remove it.
Like or greater restoration or something like that.
Yeah, one of those two.
Or is it like? Okay, I was gonna say otherwise
it's the remove
like
curse, but...
wish or. Oh.
Yeah, it's remove curse.
Because technically it's a curse, even though it's kind of strange. It feels like Greater Restoration would work, but yeah, they say remove curse. But I'm fine with Greater Restoration because that makes sense as well. But yeah,
that's a little more costly. Although I think remove curse also has a monetary cost. I don't remember.
remove curse.
Don't have it with
lower level though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So also, yeah, Marty, before you slept, did you end up doing that, Brendan? Did you end up like trying to find casting? If you have any plus left to cast remove curse or?
Oh, I'm keeping it.
Okay, cool. You're now blue. That we do.
I keep my scars.
Okay. All right.
Remove curse does not cost anything.
Cool.
Oh, there you go.
And semantic only.
Okay. So what are you guys up to then?
I need to repair my Swiss Army guys. I think 3 of them were busted up.
Okay.
Yeah, from the water elemental fight or the water arena fight.
I have mending, so
there you go. Go.
Guidance.
No, it doesn't need guidance. It's just time. It just takes a minute per thing. Yeah, I'll take guidance. I don't care.
Yeah. I technically have mending too, but yeah.
I think I have mending also.
Well,
for me, I had one of the Swiss Army.
Am I the only one? Yeah. I have to go like 5th level fabricate to make this stuff. Like now,
well, it makes sense for me because it's like I'm the repairman basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like the size of like the little tiny army men? Your Swiss Army men, or are they bigger?
They're like a bar about 3 feet long by like 1 by 3, and there's like slats in it like a Swiss Army knife, and so when it unfolds, it becomes about 7 feet tall, like a stick figure. Gotcha. And by themselves, they don't do anything, but when I cast my enchantment and animate items or animate objects, they basically become these like 40 hit point minions for me. So it's like 200 hit points of meat shield or iron shield or whatever you want to call them that just go fight for us.
That's neat.
Oh yeah.
So
it just buys us a few extra attacks and a few extra like distractions for the enemy.
Yep. I can picture all of Vane's enemies from now are going to be nothing but AoE focused because we have so many minions.
Everyone has fireballs. Everyone you meet now fireball you.
Well, you did that last time. They worked pretty well. We were down pretty low.
Well, there you go.
That's why I was finally like, you know what? Screw this. I'm banishing everybody. Get out.
Yeah, get out of here. It worked. You got two too at the same time. Both failed. So yeah.
Oh, yep. Well, I think I had the Silvery Barbs one, but that came in clutch because I think it was like 3 times when Silvery Barbs like they had to re-roll and they failed because they still got a good chance to succeed after that. But
Silvery Barbs is very, very, very good. Yeah.
So I'm getting rid of my homunculus servant since I don't know how to use that effectively right now. I tried in that one battle and the thing, and it's like we kept getting shifted around, so it's like it's really hard to like push somebody like the thing towards somebody if like the field's just gonna like say, nope, you're over here now. So I can either do a spell refueling ring, which lets me recover 1 expended spell slot at 3rd level or lower, or gloves of thievery, which gives me +5 to sleight of hand as well as for using my thieves tools.
I would say gloves of thievery today because we're going into a pirate den to steal their treasure. The place is guaranteed to have at least 1 trap.
Oh yeah,
that is fair. So I will.
In general, I would say probably the Ring of Spell Storing, but for today, definitely the thievery.
Right. So that gives me a +13 to thieves tools if we're going off of.
On top of guidance and then enhance ability and watch mate and just
like proficiency, which is basically like what 6, like double my proficiency, which is basically +8, and then +5, and then whatever. I'm assuming Dex would be added to that with thieves tools.
It's usually Dex, yeah. You might be able to make a case for intelligence, but yeah.
I think it's
true.
Dex. I can't remember.
There was Well, you've got like ridiculously good perception, right, Risk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Okay.
probably won't need find traps then. So
Yeah, I got +9 to just regular actively doing perception, and then passive of 24. In fact, to be fair, my investigation is way better. It's like 27 for that, and then 12 for active investigation.
Mine are right behind you. My investigation's +10, perception's +7.
I have
Wow.
0 in perception. And +10 in +8
Yeah, but you just got that quiver, and it like bumped all your abilities, and like you automatically went up 10 hit points. You went up an
Yeah,
armor
like a
class,
+1 to everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you just, basically, you could also, if you want to keep him happy, just like keep feeding him like ice cream or something like that. Like each new
Yeah.
flavor you come up with. Like, oh, I've never tried this before.
He could be our taste tester.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, free work for labor.
And always like putting like those like wooden spoons. You always see like those like little ice cream cups they give you at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking
To
of
help them like with the taste testing.
I forgot to mention, yeah. So basically, at the end, Krivdar's Quiver Alona transformed into a Quiver of Chaos thanks to Sako's essence, and basically, yeah, you have now a legendary item that gives you +1 to all stats, and also lets you fuse items together called unstable fusion. Basically, you put items in there into the quiver, and then two things, and then basically they come out and comes out like fused in some way, and they add the property to each other, and in different ways to like either have different do damage or do other things, effects, whatever you can think of, So basically, however you want to do with it, things can happen. So it's fun. Yeah, you can now add whatever stuff you want to add together to combine and see what happens. The result.
Sure. I'm down for it.
Yeah. I know you talked about last time.
Green arrow, boxing glove arrow.
Yeah.
So basically, instead of piercing damage, it just does bludgeoning damage.
I have a question. If I somehow put someone into the quiver, could that mix with someone else?
Okay, so
it's not big enough to put a body.
It's basically 10. So technically speaking, it's supposed to be like 10 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches.
Yeah.
So basically, it's kind of strange. Quivers normally are more vertical, but like and basically it can hold up to 10 by 10 by 10. So, but you can put stuff in there. You put a creature in there, it probably won't do too well. Like kind of like a bag of holding. You place someone in there is not gonna do well. But like
it'd be a tiny thing. But because it's like this thing goes to Sacco, would it actually be like a teleportation thing?
It's kind of strange because like most bags of holding, they kind of go into their own like they can go like a dining plane or something. Yeah. Basically, it's a very tiny plane that's designed for this purpose. In this case, you're going to Sacco's place, the Limbo. So theoretically, you don't know. You don't know where it's gonna. You don't know what's gonna happen. But it might send someone to Sacco. Like you never know. But yeah, you can just add stuff in there up to like I think up to 250 pounds too. So it can be dense. And then yeah.
All right, Krivdar, we gotta find you the fattest fairy in Sigil, and we'll test it out.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
It's got tiny wings, but it can't lift off.
It's like I'll wait.
I don't know if anybody's like ever played Final Fantasy where it's like the big giant fat chocobo that just can't fly, just sits there. It's like that, but like the tiny fairy version.
Sure. Yeah, I've just played when I was 14. It has a King Mogul something, Moogle Mogul or something. I don't know, but
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Right. So are we just taking like this one day back at our home base to like repair the stuff or do whatever?
Yeah, because our whole thing was like to take the day to like prepare and then go straight into the thing, but we kind of got put on pause.
Yeah.
EM.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do, or are we going right to the?
I'm trying to like remember like what exactly the information was we gathered on the pirate stuff, like where it was in relation to like where we entered in the water plane and all.
We were told the area, I forget the exact name of it, but it was basically sort of a much lower down sea level wise area where there were like a lot of like sharks and large predators in, I think it was called like dark water, stuff like that. And
yeah, that's right, Pirates of Dark Water.
Well, no, so it's called the Darkened Depths. I know last time we mentioned it much times, people couldn't remember the name. I'll retype it, but yeah, Dark Age.
Yeah. And basically, from what we understood, it was hidden in sort of not quite a cave system, but like a area off like a shelf that was like going down, and then we needed to go in through the shelf. And we were also told that the pirates, at least at that time, were likely to be away from the treasure area because they were like busy doing something else.
And also the guy who like owns the treasure, like it's named after Dread Pirate something.
Tord.
Roberts.
Tord.
Tord.
Yeah, not
Robert. This is what I typed in notes like 3 months ago, so even I don't know what it means. It says Dread Pirate Tord. Some ships possibly need to be salvaged. Get a sea dragon. Get blown out of whale. Isle of Dread. Talk to Mystify, and I spelled it Miss, M-I-S-S.
Oh.
Space Tiffy, T-I-F-Y. That's what I wrote down. Whatever any of that means.
And I vaguely recall like Tord is most likely not here. Like this is just basically where he put his stuff and where people suspect it is.
Yeah, for the sea dragon thing, we because we were told there were dangerous monsters in the area, some sort of like giant shark or something.
Gonna get like some like dolphins or something like that to like guide us there and.
Well, we were going to get that as like our ride to get there, but I was going to use my summon dragon spirit and basically just have it like go off in a direction with some of the bloody tainted meat and basically just sort of like lure away all of the local predators.
And if and most likely inevitably it dies, would you like know it's dead? Even though you're not like
because I would basically lose concentration on it.
Okay. Oh, it is a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Or is it like concentration? Like if you lose it, he goes away, or you just no longer can control?
It's concentration. So if I get bopped really hard, from what I understand, it just goes away. It doesn't turn like rogue. So
okay,
let me double check just to be on the safe side.
Actually, yeah, because I know it's like if it was like a devils or something like that, or demon, it would go crazy and turn on you if you don't maintain concentration or control. But okay,
yeah.
Of course, you got to differentiate your summons from just your generic monsters and creatures to you're summoning, lawful evil entities or just chaotic evil entities, and they don't like to be leashed.
It doesn't say specifically what happens when concentration is broken. I'm just assuming it just gets yeeted back to wherever it came from.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't think
fair.
it's like I don't think you're summoning like a creature that's actually like a real creature. I think you're basically constructing like a facsimile of that type of whatever.
Right.
Because yeah, it's not like an actual summon. It's not really like a living being that has its own that you kind of just bring in temporarily.
Like an avatar manifestation of a thing called a dragon.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it seems like accurate prediction seems pretty accurate. So I mean, as far as I follow you, so yeah, research.
Well, if Ekris needs to spend a day getting his stuff repaired,
well, honestly, the mending spell is like spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, torn cloak, blah blah. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of form damage, and it takes about like a minute for casting, and that just instantaneously happens.
It probably takes a while. I got 3 of them, and like each of their like arms and legs are probably like bent up and stuff.
3 of us who can do it, so
each
of us can work on like one of them, and it'd be like done.
So maybe like 10 minutes. Then I guess. Okay, fine.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes, depending on the size of the break.
Yeah.
I just want to know what Krivdar's flavor of the day is.
That's pecan sandy.
Nice.
Ooh.
Actually, I want to speak with Gordon.
Oh, what's up, Bryn?
Oh, well, I'm not hungry for some reason, but maybe it was the toll. Because riding your dragon is not the best ideal. I was almost dead. I'm not gonna ride your dragon anymore.
That's right. I forgot you don't need to eat anymore.
That's right.
One cup of tea a day.
I don't know that.
Requires something.
Yeah.
I don't know that though. So I'm gonna say to
right, you don't know that.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Do you know how to make a boba?
I'm heard of it. I've never made it myself. I typically stick to solids rather than liquids, but
was
I
that?
could. Sorry, I was thinking boba tea, which is
Yes.
the type I'm most familiar with. I could probably make it. Would take a little bit of experimentation because I haven't done it before per se, but I know like the ingredients and stuff.
Okay, well, maybe I can assist you because I've done something similar in the past, and
Mm.
yeah, and then I guess that's what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. And also, I think we should sell this instead of just ice cream.
I mean,
Huh?
you can make the place into
Well-
anything you want. It'd be like one part of the place is a restaurant for selling that stuff, and then you can
Yep.
get dessert on your way out.
I mean, every ice cream shop I visit, they have boba and they have ice cream and they have pastries.
And
Well, here's a crazy idea, but hear me out. What if we did like a boba tea and then you top it with your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Yeah,
you could have
or
like a soft serve kind of thing.
Yeah.
I saw this one place where they had like a buffet style where you picked your toppings and they had
Hmm.
boba pearls and you put it on your ice cream.
Could work. Let me see how long it takes to put it together. So
All
I mean,
right.
I
so we'll muck about with that for a bit.
mean, out of character kind of thing. I saw like an advertisement for like a ninja mixer thing, and you just put like Jello instant pudding mix, and you can basically help it make it into ice cream if you add a few other things like milk and eggs and stuff like that. So it's like
Ye-
make your own little
Yeah,
ice cream flavor thing from Jello puddings.
I've seen that
Mhm.
been popular now too for like appliances and ice cream.
Stuff
Yeah.
like- Do stuff like that.
Yeah, quick
far as-
Google search looks like this is like 15 to 30 minutes of work time. So figure first couple of times will probably take like an hour or two. But
Okay. Just
uh,
out of character, you're gonna notice me not eating and just asking for more tea and tea and tea.
yep.
TNT.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
It's explosive boba.
As long as it's one
made-
way in,
it's
not the
made
other
with-
way out.
it's made with cinnamon and ghost peppers.
God.
I do like spicy.
It's gonna blow your mouth and other things.
Blow your mind.
Get some Carolina Reapers in there.
Mm,
Oh, there you go.
yep.
I was
TNT.
wondering. I'm sorry. Go
What's up,
ahead.
Jimmy?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying. I was just wondering, if I could like put the stuff in the bag, whatever.
Yeah.
What is it called
A
again?
bag holding.
Bag of-
You've got a
bag
bag
of
of
holding.
holding. Everybody else has a bag of holding.
Oh,
so-
that's right.
Quiver,
You have the
yes.
bag of holding.
Yes, I do have the bag of holding, but I was
Mhm.
asking.
Quiver.
Well, I thought
Chaos.
Gordon did, is what I said.
Mm-mm.
So can I put
I got
both
the
of my
holding.
daggers-
He is the ice cream man.
Oh,
I
that's
put
right.
both my daggers in there and the rope, and then make Soul Calibur?
you want
What?
to put your daggers making like you want to combine your daggers with a rope and see if they can. Okay, sure.
So, or it would be like a kunai with chain, I guess, because it's.
I mean,
you
yeah,
know,
you basically
Yeah.
have a dagger on both ends of the rope and just
Yeah.
twirl them, and that's
Sure.
Aren't you supposed to
Mhm.
put that where in your quiver, not the
Yeah, that's the quiver, not the
yeah,
bag.
not the bag
Quiver
of
Chaos.
yeah.
Sure.
You want the
So-
quiver.
I could do that.
Yeah,
Cri-
you can.
Vaden?
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's hard. Anytime you can do it.
I'll do
Just
it.
fair warning though, you might want to test it with regular daggers first in case it doesn't come out the way you're hoping.
Oh,
yeah,
they're all
I-
regular.
Comes out sentient, saying, "Daddy."
Yeah, I was
Kill
wondering.
me, kill me.
I was wondering
I might
how
have to put
the-
snake bite in.
It strangely enough has the awakening spell attached to it as well.
Yeah.
So any non-sentient object goes and comes out like a Fantasia character.
Sure.
How does the combination work? Is it by his will or it's just random?
Basically, he puts it in the quiver, and then after after a short time, like literally a few seconds, it'll come back out. Basically, his time at least, it'll come back out like instantly. So basically, he puts it in, inserts, and then it exits out, combine in some way. Like I said, the unstable fusion, and then they gain properties of each other somehow, depending on what they are and what Taco's, chaotic mind
Feeling.
comes up with, and also like any kind of intention that Kryptar
I'm
has.
imagining a Jeff Goldblum Cronenberg situation where you put like a tiny little fairy creature and like some other entity, and they come out and combine as one thing.
Who
You're talking
knows?
about the Fly, right?
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum and the Fly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Except instead of teleporting from one spot to the other, it's just you go in, you put two things in, they come out as one thing.
Also, I just want to quickly say, make a joke about like you talking about spicy stuff. You can, instead of making making spicy stuff, you can make spicy you can invent your own kind of thing. You can spicy ice cream, aka spice cream. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So have fun with that if you want.
So I will do that. Do I have to physically like click it into there, or
Oh
you
no, you
just
just tell me you're doing it,
tell
and
me?
we'll do it. Okay, see.
I
Okay,
guess he
cool.
did. I guess he did it. So
Okay.
Oh
let's
wait,
see.
Vane, do we get a wild magic roll with this?
No, because you're back
We're
at
not
single.
there anymore.
Yeah, you're back at
Yeah,
single.
it was because of the location, not the object.
are you doing this in private, Krivdar, or are you gonna do it in front of all of us?
Well,
Like, hey,
better
wanna see
question is,
magic?
are you
Well, if you wanna
telling
do
us
it in-
about this before you do it? That's the better question.
Right. Like one day you decide, like, hey, could I have some explosives or something like that? Very clear. And then I hear in this room,
I'd have to buy them, sure.
I wonder what that
But no,
was
I'm
about.
I was just looking at my kit here. That's all my stuff in my inventory.
Okay.
And then I was just like, yeah, I'll try and see. I'll put both the daggers in their regular daggers.
Okay.
And then I have some rope. So I figured I just put them in the bag. And if you are in attendance, then you're in attendance. I don't know what you're up to, like in terms of if we're all doing things simultaneously or
Yeah,
We're
like
all
we're all
separate.
busy, so it's just a matter of, are you telling us about this beforehand?
Oh well, basically,
Right.
are you doing it in the living room or in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I always like doing it in the living room, but it rarely makes it to the bedroom. So that's what I'm just saying. You set me up for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Well played,
I was
everyone.
trying.
Well
I
played.
was trying.
Gee.
But yes, it's going to be in front of you, or I'll give you the forethought of telling you before you're not there.
Okay.
Appreciated. Yeah,
Thank
Gordon will say, hold on just 1 second. He's going to
Well,
pretty sure I've got a
technically,
detective spell.
we
I
don't
can
know that
slap on.
the quiver has that ability yet. So right.
You haven't done it yet. I mean, basically, all you
Yeah.
basically, I think Sako told you. He told you. He basically just told you that item is enchanted, and with his essence. And so, technically speaking, I guess you guys haven't experimented with this yet, so you don't.
Well,
know.
who did he tell? He
Basically-
told Risk, right?
Basically, yeah, the whole person you told his
Use
wrist
the
that it's ancient,
tunes.
and then we know that yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Crypto
I'm the
has-
one who had to give him the thing. So
But
it's like,
yeah, you're right. Cryptar has to know because once he attunes to it, he knows what the item does essentially.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, Gordon will just slap down a healing spirit right next to you and make sure he backs up about 31 feet.
I'll just
Well, I did it too.
I'll just sip my tea.
I switch out the regular glasses for like the welding goggles, so it's like in case there's a blinding flash, and I don't get more light sensitive.
Mhm.
I'm in my
Okay.
room resummoning Owl.
Okay.
Is he mad at you?
Oh,
He's just like,
what? I barely lasted half a round. Oh, fuck. Of course, all you hear is like. But you don't.
Yep.
Actually, no. You have a psychic bond with him. so
I
you-
can
you-
like telepathically communicate.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just like,
He's
what the
he
fuck?
is mentally chewing your ass out. Man.
we just hear hoot hoot hoot, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah, and it's
what?
like I know.
Every other hoot is a swear word.
Who
Yeah.
the
Like,
fuck do you think
think
you
I
are?
like this? I'm like, do you think I like this? It cost me $10 worth of charcoal every time I have to do this.
Is it all worth to you $10?
The owl's asking for a spa day. Just leave me home for once.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, okay, so yeah, so you combine it.
Yes, I'm gonna combine those three items. Yes.
Okay, so you have 2 daggers and a rope. Okay, so it looks like you have a hempen rope in your inventory. So yeah, we'll just throw that together. So yeah, basically, you put in the 2 daggers. They look like they're not magical ones, if I could tell, and they and the rope. And as it comes back out, both the daggers are attached to the opposite sides of the rope, and the rope seems to be more firm than normal. Like it's not, it's like normally the rope is pretty sturdy as it is, but it seems like you can like grab it and swing the daggers around. So I'm not gonna change the item yet. I'll do it later. But like yeah, basically it looks like you have a two daggers attached to the rope that may be able to do maybe a good offensively and or other stuff. Who knows? So if you just mess with it and see what happens, I guess. Like, yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you do whatever else you want. Yeah.
I would say for me, like once like the whole 10-15 minutes of mending Ekris's stuff, I'm gonna spend however much of the day just kind of studying at least some of the like crafting material elements we've gathered so far, just so I can kind of like come up with some ideas, especially that Chaosma, that little shifting plasma for crafting. Just kind of like study like what its properties are, like what could be some of the potential of it.
Sure.
Like I could do like an investigation check on that just to like see if I can figure out what the hell it is really.
Yeah, you do investigation check. And then while you do that, also mention Kribadar for your thing. What is particularly odd about the attachment is that they're a stable fuse. Is that it seems like the daggers and the rope have each gained properties from each other. So the rope is actually like has this like, instead of being the normal brown color, it's like a kind of grayish sheen to it, and it's like a little bit shiny. And the daggers, like they're not as firm as they used to be. They seem to be sharp, but now they're like almost snake-like in their like looseness, like the rope. They kind of get on the ropes like some of the ropes like texture of his agility. So now the daggers like have more of a bend to it essentially. So they're more like a kind of like Chris. I don't know if you've seen those Chris daggers.
Gotcha.
So they kind of like they're wavy and they're now they can like, but they're not like in a stable area. So instead of being like that one pure static shape, they seem to be like going in and out, basically basically they say they seem to not be in one
they're like kind of like a snaking pattern.
Yeah, so they kind of move like on regularly. So you have two daggers on the sides of everything, basically on the ends of your rope now that are like snaking essentially, and the rope itself is more static, like a staff almost, like more like a rigid and more metal, but more metallic. So
that's cool.
I'll put an image of what those kind of daggers look like.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Chris is cool. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also nasty because it's like they give irregular cuts, so it's like they're really hard to heal in real life. It's
That's
like them in like triangle bayonets were like outlawed because it's like they are impossible to heal and close the wounds.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me also.
So basically, you have a war crime weapon.
What should I go for? War crime weapons. There you go.
My investigation check was a 25. Really
okay, that's all. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we weren't buffing him this time.
I know.
Right. This is just straight me. This is just private me.
Yeah. If you guys, anytime any checks that you guys do are like, okay, 30 minimum.
Yeah, this wasn't one like I needed like all hands on deck. It's like this is just my own part. It's like I just want to take some time to like figure this out so I can plan ahead.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, you learn the properties of the properties of this thing, the Chaosma. Yeah, it's like it's a very unusual thing, and it's native to the Limbo, and basically it seems to have property of like kind of like the other stuff you've seen in Limbo, where like it alters the when you put in stuff, or it probably has the ability to alter the consistency, alter the shape of things. So basically, as you mentally will it, you can basically alter shapes of things that you've made with it essentially. So you can kind of bond with whatever items eventually, and then you can alter their shape with it.
I would probably over time go to like some libraries or bookstores here in Sigil to like study up on like how I would basically make this a permanent thing, because I know because it's from Limbo and it can change the properties of things.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's also not static unless you're always trying to will it into shape. So I want to like try to make it a static thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's that bookstore that was here. You guys went to before I go. Let me see, what the hell was the name of it? I can't remember.
Yeah, the one where they assumed we're all poor.
Yeah, because you guys are like super bargaining with them, and they're like, okay, but if you want to buy something that's like that super expensive, like okay.
I would say during the day, then I would probably like after I did that, because I'm guessing that only took maybe an hour or so to like really look into it. I'd probably like take another hour or so just to go book shopping, and anybody wants to come with, I'll say it's like, hey, I'm going book shopping. Who wants in?
Gordon won't go with you, but he'll put in a request for more cookbooks.
Arthur's Arcane Library.
Arth, there you go.
Yes, that's right.
So look up
Quoted
arcane
somewhere.
cooking.
Like bookstore? I'm in.
I mean,
Yes.
you could basically find a way to like incorporate like basically almost potion making into cooking, so it's like any meal you have it gives like other types of buffs.
After Ekris finishes re-summoning Vowel will dimension door out of his room over to the ice cream room of our place and make some ice cream.
Just he's sitting there with his head in his cooler.
So instead of like walking out of your room and 2 doors down, it's like,
I cast a 4th level spell, yes.
I mean, this is the time to do those things.
Gwen's going to offer Ren see if he's interested in going shopping because he's interested in addition to just getting more cooking supplies. He wants to see if he can find some more of those rare metals he found last time because Risk was able to make a really kick-ass shield out of that, and so he's interested in seeing if we could just find more in the market.
Plus, I was able to make. Although you've never really had yet to use it, Rin, that trident spear thing I made for you, that ice weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because unfortunately, it's got a very specific thing. You have to like block by a certain amount by basically the point of where...
No, that's for my shield, but
no, I'm saying like
Renan,
I also
made
made
a
yeah.
spear.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm trying not to be in melee range. It is just generally a backup.
Yeah, and I think you just got to reset.
But I still,
or 2 fights. I think.
I still carry it. I mean, I saw the name Poseidon's Bane.
There you go. Because right now I think all I have as far as like materials goes is that Chaosma and the ice sheath stuff still.
Yes.
And we haven't picked up anything from the water plane yet, so I guess we can be on the lookout for something unique while we're there.
Sure. Yep, that's correct.
Well, we've got like animal parts if you need to use that because we did horribly murder those critters that were near the stones that were blocking that waterfall.
Sure.
Yeah, but I want something a little more unique because, like, not saying those parts couldn't be used for something, but
well, we'll find you a crack in the murder later.
there you go. Promise. Because I kind of want to like start making, since we're finding like literal elemental elements, almost like a suit of armor and components like that are almost elemental resistant to pretty much everything.
Is there a type of metal you'd be interested in using as a base for that? Because I could look for that while I'm at the market.
Good question. Because I know like the ideal thing is adamantine or mithril or something like that, but I want something more exotic.
Okay, I'll see what I can find.
I'm basically making magical armor, so it's going to be pretty much indestructible no matter what.
Is there a?
I would almost think like the chest piece would almost be like obsidian. Like at least start.
Glass, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So is there a armor type you need to watch out for? Like, try for like more medium armor stuff or more heavy armor stuff.
Medium is the most I can do right now. So, because I have a medium breastplate and I have like a +1 infusion to it. I kind of want to
kick that up, yeah.
Or at the very least, combine the Chaosma with like a obsidian glass or something like that. So like have that be the way to like coat the whole thing. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just thinking of some ideas, and like I'll probably like do like if we ever get to the air elemental plane, like have like boots or something like that that are like made of that. So it's like either like boosting my speed or giving me haste or fly or something like that. So I'm already kind of like planning like what kind of like spells and elemental things I could do with it.
Sounds good.
But it's gonna be a lot of work and a lot of money.
I mean, we've been making good money, so
we have.
Yeah, but for some of the things I want to do, it's like, because I almost like.
I need tens of thousands of gold.
Yeah,
especially depending on what I want. If it's just like maybe like a +1, it'll be expensive, but within our budget. But if I want to like have it do like a spell effect or something like that, like some kind of protection thing, it's like that's going to be a little more costly. Especially depending on the level of spell.
Yeah, sounds good.
But yeah, for now we'll just focus on like the breastplate I have, and we'll just look for like some obsidian glass or some other more like fire elemental type metals.
Oh, okay.
Which eventually we'll get to the fire plane. Which are we doing that next? Have we ever talked about like?
We didn't really decide, I believe, because we basically had to go rescue you, and we've still got
Yeah.
pirate stuff.
We still got the pirates, so
Okay, so
one thing at
yeah,
a time.
that's cool. So book shopping for how to make things static, and then some obsidian glass for starters. That's it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So
We'll
before
just-
they
Go ahead.
before they go that, I'm gonna actually say in our sanctuary and just work on my book. And
Okay.
Okay.
the new title is I'm Blue David.
Like, or at least the new chapter.
All right, that's it for me.
In that case, do you want to join me, Crib Dog?
I was gonna go to the bookstore.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
guess I'm going metal shopping solo.
Actually, I'll probably be with you in the metal, because we're both basically going to go to the bookstore anyway together, right?
I think we can all
we could do a group shop.
let's do a group
'cause-
shop. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Like,
now
no
that's like
group
now that I
shopping.
know like Krivdar has this thing that basically fuses stuff. It's like, oh, I might be able to do some things I don't need to actually do crafting for because it'll just do it for me.
Yeah.
Shopping
And
episode.
Obviously
Still
within,
bag.
within reason, obviously,
That's
but
the
Mhm.
it gives some new possibilities.
4 hours later.
Were you prepared for this, DM? A shopping episode?
No.
He was.
No, I'm not gonna have us do the entire thing. I'm just like
Mhm.
like just like
Fast forward.
buy a bunch of just random metals and maybe like some extra like materials or something like that.
Sure.
Mhm.
Also, just
Well,
to
also,
mention,
like
because you guys are going to Darkened Depths, and you know that Darkened Depths are super, super, super dark. aka, I guess hence the name.
Mhm.
So
I
you
mean,
might need some kind of light source or something. If you, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have light
I have it
source device.
prepared.
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
it
yeah.
I
prepared.
have dark vision.
I mean,
too. I'm
yeah.
good.
dark
Okay.
vision.
I have dark vision and I also have daylight.
Okay. Cool. Then
There you
you
go.
guys, everything looks like you guys are good. Just making sure you have to go down there and find out. Oh yeah, we didn't think about this at all.
No,
I
Yeah.
could.
I prepared that already.
I mean, otherwise, yeah, I could like also look into like. I suppose I would still take more than a day or so to like make something that could create a light source.
But then
I have a
it's-
tinder box if that helps.
It
Hold
does.
on,
Oh,
daylight.
not
Really,
Really,
underwater.
because we're underwater.
Hold on, daylight is only 1 hour though, so and it does
True.
burn a 3rd level spell for me. So
Yeah, I'll save that.
Mhm.
And if you guys have
Actually-
level 1 spell like light or like or the like cantrip light or dancing lights, both of those would work too. But
I don't.
Okay.
I have fairy fire, but that's a one-time use thing because of the Fey touch.
yeah, and that's like on a target
Well,
or area.
oh.
And all
Well, we
that does is just outlines creatures within a 20-foot cube.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Can-
That's not really a light source. That's a glitter bomb. So
Pretty
hold on,
much.
hold on. Cantrips are
free to use. Yeah.
no, but
you
you
can-
can't you can't switch them, right? No.
Nope.
Not
Between-
level up.
When you level, Aiden says when we level up, you can switch them, but
Mm.
long rest and stuff like that, you can't.
Yeah, it's not a preparation thing. It's a
Is there such a thing as a waterproof lantern?
I mean,
There is,
there's
actually.
there's definitely stuff you could do on water. Like you could also talk to people in Celtasia. I'm sure they have some means of like dealing with.
I mean, there's
But yeah,
something like that gives off like a phosphorescence kind of thing.
yeah. Like,
guess-
A lot of
the
creatures
Dulcers,
that-
like yeah. There's that aspect where animals can do that. Like
I guess I have Sacred Flame. I could just-
Bioluminescence, that's what it is.
yeah.
I have Sacred Flame as a cantrip. Maybe I could just randomly throw out Sacred
Well-
Flames.
just
Here's a
That's more like a
Here's a-
road flare that's like just flashes.
yeah,
Between
yeah,
you
which part-
and me, like firebolting, we're just like.
well, here's
You're
a-
like- See here, like, ow! Oh, sorry, buddy, I didn't see that.
It's constantly just mounted my gun to the head of a fucking dolphin and just like just have it constantly firing a firebolt.
well, that reminds me. Yeah,
between its head.
Cryptor has that.
We need to make a
Has a
laser sight
visor.
for your gun.
Sure. And also,
Oh yeah.
Cryptor does have his visors, the brilliant bifocals. So you can use that as like a light
Yes.
source kind of. Like,
A couple charges, though, isn't it?
yeah, but he can use it like it's got there's spells, but also beyond the spells, it also has like a light source. Like it's not like
Oh,
bright.
is it?
It's not
Okay.
like
cool.
I mean,
And
well, hold on. If you have a small light source, I could use thaumaturgy to
Oh,
brighten the you cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or it's not flame. Never
It's
mind.
not a flame, but yeah, that's the idea that you can take a small source of light and then use some magic to expand it essentially. But yeah,
I think
here's
there's
a
enough
kind
of
of
us. There's enough of us with like dark vision. I think we can like go along, and be like, hey, there's something up there. Hit your light, and then the people with light can cast their spells. Then we don't have to have them running 24/7.
sure.
Well, also if Aiden will allow, if I could switch out one of my infusion, like things I could do with another thing.
Yeah. Switch topics, yeah, as far as I know, at least.
Well, actually, I'd also have to
you
turn
do it
off.
on long rest, but yeah,
That's fine. I mean, just.
But I would have to turn off one of my things because I can only do 3 right now, which is my +1 to armor, the mind sharpener, and my gloves. But I could at least replace my bag of holding since I don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
Infusion with night vision goggles.
Sure.
I could make those.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we can just go out and buy one. Or whoever needs them.
Here's a kind of weird question for you, Vaden. So the Will of the Elements allows our stuff to remain functioning even when we're in elements where it normally wouldn't. Like, for example, my Wildfire Spirit when we were in the Plane of Water.
Yeah.
If I cast Create Bonfire, would that immediately extinguish, or would it remain because it's a thing I cast through the benefit of the Will of the Elements?
Is it a non-magical fire, or is it just a basically?
It's a magical fire because it does. I'm generating it through magic and it does fire damage. So
yeah, I think the way I mentioned last time is that for the fire specifically, if you're underwater, it will activate and instantly activate and it'll get a trigger the way a normal trigger, but it won't last. So you could cast it and it would pop out, but it would snuff out pretty quickly. Like basically you can't maintain it underwater at least.
So, like Fireball will like.
Fireball might work. Wall of Flame might not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it wouldn't stay there. Like you could pop it up and it would be there for like a churn for 6 seconds, then it would be gone essentially.
So, yeah, I think I asked about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, because even though we're doing this whole thing, like it's a little too unrealistic to be like just like keep fire permanently burning underwater. Like, it's not like you have to find some way to contain the fire in some way to make it so it was covered by the protecting water in some way.
Yeah.
But so you maybe say something you could do with that, but like otherwise they would just get snuffed out after a churn.
Well, we could just buy some like level 1 scrolls of like daylight, or not daylight, but
cantrips, yeah,
like dancing lights or something. Yeah,
if you want to, yeah.
Actually, I think those are level 0, but yeah.
They're cantrips, yeah.
Ekris, do you have dancing lights for a cantrip?
No, I don't.
Anybody here have a cantrip dancing lights?
All my cantrips are attacks, booming blade, fireball, frostbite.
Oh, so I think you had mentioned.
Yeah, I prefer to keep fireball as my main one, and then just switch out mending or like the second one with something else.
I can take something like moonlight or something like that, but I've never taken any light type.
Well, I'm looking.
Well, here's an idea. We'll just go to town, buy like 2 or 3 scrolls of light. Light lasts an hour. We could just snap it on, and we have somebody doesn't use concentration, like say Crib Dark, and he just snaps it on, and it's an underwater torch.
Okay.
Oh, besides Ekris, who here else doesn't have dark vision?
Actually, Ekris has it. I'm looking at
I have goggles. I'm good.
Oh, okay, he has goggles. So
it's Gordon.
It's just Gordon.
Yeah, so it's Gordon.
So I mean,
yeah, I could just buy a couple of light scrolls. So
I was gonna say I can just make you the goggles. I mean, I could just drop Gloves of Thievery since like.
Nah, Gloves of Thievery is going to be useful. This is going to be relatively cheap because these are cantrip spell scrolls.
Otherwise, I can just drop my +1 AC bonus to my breastplate from 17 to 60 and just give you the goggles, so we don't have to.
It's appreciated, man, but I'm not like super hurting for cash. I've got slightly under 3,000 in total.
If we
gold, so
if we all have dark vision, do I need to keep my daylight spell then?
Well,
if we fight undead, it's super good. Because daylight does extra stuff.
You're thinking sunlight.
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Daylight is just basically a light spell on steroids.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So do we?
Instead of like a small little spot, it basically encompasses a larger radius.
Yeah. So should I keep it, or swap it for something more beneficial?
Let me read over it real fast. Yeah, it's just lots of light, so I'd say swap it.
All right.
Because that's a 3rd level spell. If I'm the only person that needs it, like I could just wild shape this up with Darkfish if it gets really bad.
That's true too. You are a druid, so do druid things.
I'm the most unorthodox druid you've ever met, though.
Most of
Look
them
at me,
usually are.
wizard stuff. I mean, we're just unorthodox.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Definitely not normal theme anyway.
I mean, kobolds are
Reptar
like
is
generally
not a
like.
traditional blood hunter. I mean, we're the
Yeah.
outfitting
I
the
mean,
mold
I'm not.
is our
I'm not a
MO.
traditional
Artificer.
artificer.
Yeah.
Artificer
Our
and
healer
rogue.
is our biggest tank. I mean, it's all backwards. Everything is backwards.
Oh,
It's
here we go.
working.
I swapped out the bag of holding thing for Candle of the Deep. The flame of this candle is not extinguished when immersed in water. It gives off light and heat like a normal candle.
Oh,
Nice.
I can use thaumaturgy on that then.
Sure.
So I could because right now at this point, like even +1 isn't that big of a difference in AC, especially since I'm going to be working on getting my armor upgraded anyway.
That plus also you're the guy that's almost always way in the back.
Pretty much.
What's the
I
radius on
probably
that flameless
made it.
candle?
It does not say.
It's a candle. I'm thinking like 10 feet.
Yeah, probably.
How about with thaumaturgy?
What's the authority to do? I can't remember. How much does it improve it by or increase by?
It just says
It
bright.
doesn't give the description like how big the light. It just says the flame of this candle is not extinguished when immersed in water. It gives off light and heat like a normal candle. So
And
Like a normal candle.
and thaumaturgy says
Yeah.
brighten. It doesn't give any percentage.
Probably
of how much.
assume somewhere between 50
I mean-
to 100% more. So 10 feet becomes 15 to 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Alright.
The
Not that
thaumaturgy it probably lights a normal room. 'Cause it's again
Right.
just a
Mhm.
candle.
we're talking like the dankest and darkest of the deep.
Yeah.
Make a steep
Yeah.
jump in the name. Yeah. Also.
Again, I think we just need to get to where we're going, and then we're like, oh, hey, we're gonna have a battle. Somebody cast their light spell or scroll or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll look for
I'll pick
something
up
else.
a couple of light scrolls just to be on the safe side, Van. I assume it probably won't be more than like 50G because there's cantrips. So
Well,
Let's go shopping.
Whatever the thing is listed on the pin message. I'm seeing the pin message. This pin message
yeah, I
says,
just need to.
it's a spell scroll. It's a cantrip. It's 30
Yeah.
gold for not crafter for buying it. So yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
so I'll just buy 3 of them and pay 90 gold.
Sure. There you go.
Perfect.
Also, how are people doing on potions? I've still got 2 remaining.
Yeah, use
I have
potions.
0.
I don't can't remember using these potions. Like
We use them every once in a while. Usually just when like people have like bonus actions that they're not using. So
sure.
I do not have a potion of healing somehow, so I should probably buy one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, just you can buy,
Check.
buy some. Just you can get just detect the cost normally.
And then the pin post too. Potions of healing.
What?
Yeah, because potions. Yeah, cost potion healing GP standard 50 to buy, 25 to make. Yeah.
Potion of healing is 50 GP each.
Yeah, to buy. Yeah, and then 50
Okay,
for
I'll buy
making.
some too.
Okay, cool.
Is greater in there? Why
Yeah,
am I
greater's
not seeing
200.
anything? Oh, there it is. 200.
Yeah, it's under cost
okay.
magic items. GP general and consumable.
I'll buy one standard.
I'll buy
Okay.
one standard as well. Greater healing potion.
Okay, it's 200 gold.
200 gold.
Give me your money. or literally your money.
mhm.
10 GP per platinum, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Platinum 10 GP. Yeah.
290
Yep.
So five platinum each then.
Yes. That's why I do it. Yeah.
How much is the greater healing?
200. 200 gold.
200?
Okay, 20 GP. 20
I'll-
GP. Platinum.
Yeah, give you 200.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So I will get one greater healing and just one basic healing. So what's basic healing?
It's 50.
Oh, it says here 50.
Yep.
So
Yep.
25 platinum then.
Yeah, I'm really glad I put this here because trying to remember this stuff is impossible for me. Like I
Yeah.
don't remember it all. I have to look at it every time.
You know, in my notes, we picked up some weird potions at one point. And I'm trying to remember. What
Still haven't
description-
used them.
You did.
Yeah,
I've got 2 of them. Yeah.
You had a mind
I
reading
got
potion.
I got
something.
the potion of clairvoyance and potion of mind reading, which
Yes.
Mhm.
we haven't
Oh, I
yet
mean,
found a
those weird
situation where those
ones.
be useful yet.
And I've got a very strong abjuration potion and a potion of mind reading. So.
Oh yeah, from Ellie's enchanting elixirs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you don't
I
want to
have-
do it.
I have wonky potions. Abjuration, it protects from certain physical attacks, but no specific more than that. And then one is illusion, it modifies written languages.
Yeah, that's the same one that I think Gordon's ears are the same.
I think those are the potions. I just wrote down the notes in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protection from physical attacks would be good, especially if somebody's going into melee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's get shop in.
Potion.
Okay.
Healing.
So, Van, we're basically looking for rare metals and obsidian, and potentially leathers if we can't find like rare metals.
Sure. So yeah, you do your let's do a quick thing to go through. Basically, yeah, you're able to find obsidian pretty easily. Obsidian's not hard to find. It's not super rare. And other metal rare metals, you don't find anything particularly unique here. Like there's a bunch of unusual stuff for sure, and it's uncommon, and some rare, but nothing anywhere as rare as I think Risk is talking about. So just mostly just uncommon metals and stuff like that, like different alloys of like silver or something like that, and like
Copper, tin, bronze, that kind of stuff.
yeah, it's cool and it's unusual, but it's not like super rare or anything. So it's just
Oh, mithril.
Okay.
no, not they have mithril. Mitril's uncommon, but like that's also like it's not necessarily the best for him, but it is really powerful. But like it's also like it's rare, but it's not as unique as they think about. He's thinking that's more like really out there, I think. But
I'd be fine with mithril as well, but
Okay,
I was
fine with
hoping for better, but I'll pay for mithril. So
So who here has the slowest walking swim speed?
I'm a standard 30.
it would probably be the 2 halflings, but the thing is, like, I can turn into a water creature.
I'm
so-
35.
Okay.
Oh,
then never mind. Because I found one that would be great for us down there. Cloak of the Manta Ray. It lets you breathe underwater, which obviously doesn't matter, but it gives you a swimming speed of 60.
oh wow, double almost for a lot of people. So
I mean,
that's just your standard. That's just your standard swim speed. That's not even like with dash and all that stuff.
Walking speed and swim speed is the same.
yeah, it's when you're playing in the water because you're well out of it.
Oh.
Normally it would be slower, but
Okay.
Normally it's like half
Yeah.
for swim, but
yeah.
Okay. 35 then.
Whoever wants to like be able to like, just get the hell out of Dodge quickly, I can give that to somebody.
Also,
I
you
could use
guys
it
just give me
because
the-
I don't wild shape very often. So
also I got a ton of spells that can boost movement if people want me to take them.
Yeah, expeditious retreat or something. Yeah. And you have
Well, on myself, but also
Or
like
long
long
strider.
strider on other
Yeah.
people give you like
Yeah.
plus 10 to your movement, things like that. You just got to let me know and I can prepare 'em.
that would be very good for both you and Kribdar, because Kribdar likes to get into melee on occasion.
I do.
Yes, he has crossbow, but he also does
We
that.
also have vortex warp. We can vortex warp and grab our friends and throw them into battle too. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
there's a
fling 'em.
lot of
Yeah,
There's a
we
lot
have a
of
lot of
stuff.
maneuverability, but this is like if you want to be able to like just get to somebody quickly, like, oh god, I'm like 40 feet away and I only have 30 feet of movement. I don't want to waste the action to whatever. So,
yeah, I can do expeditious retreat. I can do vortex warp. I can do dimension door. I can do.
but obviously,
thunder
good
step.
thing about this is, and I don't believe it. I mean, it's not coming up as an attunement item. It's just something you wear, so it's a free magic item.
Yeah, I'll toss it on if nobody else is interested.
All right, just look up Cloak of the Manta Ray, and you'll be able to put that in your inventory.
I'll put you guys back on the single map. I forgot that you guys are not even. I forgot that you haven't been on the right map for a while, but it's fine.
All right.
This is easier for you in case you want to do something here, but
Also, what would it cost for like the metals that I'm looking up?
so you said it right. How much metal are you buying? How many pounds you say?
I would say, well, just the obsidian glass alone. Like I would say at least enough to like cover the breastplate, which for a 3-foot person, that's not that big of a breastplate. So,
Okay.
how much would that probably be like a less than 5 pounds or something, I'd probably like that just to experiment with.
Sure, we'll say like 5 pounds, I guess. We'll say it's 5.
And I would say just like a mixed bag of everything else, just like experiment with. I would say maybe an additional 15 pounds, so like 20 pounds of metal, we'll say.
Okay. So we'll say about yeah, we'll say it's like 20 GP worth of metal. So 20 pounds of 20 GP, like some of it is like obsidian, some of it's cheaper, some of it's more expensive. But yeah, just to mix of stuff.
Okay. So I'll just say mixed
How
metal.
much is the mithril per pound?
I can't remember. Last time we did it was a while. It was expensive.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh yeah, that metal's not cheap at all.
Yeah, it was like somewhere between 500 to 1,000 GP per pound. I don't remember precisely.
Well, you spent it. You bought 1,000 gold worth of mithril last time to make the magic shield, but looking at it now, but you don't need anywhere near that much in general. Like, well, that's expensive though. Yeah, but we'll say it's basically equivalent of like probably 100 gold per pound.
Okay, I'll get 5 pounds. That'll probably be more than enough for future crafting stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy 1,000 GP worth of jewel, 1 jewel.
Oh, what kind of jewel do you want?
Diamond, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Since 1,000 GP, we'll say it's a star diamond. It's got that star like cool thing in there, like the star sapphires or star rubies. They have that thing.
Oh.
So I guess it has it too. That's cool.
All right, I'll buy it.
So you got a star diamond.
Oh, also I need to pick up some diamond dust in case we need to do greater restoration down the road. So that's 200 GP for 2 uses.
Sure.
So.
Oh, actually, you know what you can do? Rinnen, is it what is this for? What are you using it for? Is it for a spell?
I guess
Yeah.
it's like a revival or something like that, or great restoration.
We'll say since we'll say because it's being a high level spell, it's 1,000. Well, instead of being star inside, it's got the symbol of your goddess, aka sunflower.
Okay.
So that's a sunflower essentially design shape on the design of the diamond. So there you go. Got a
Sunflower shaped diamond.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
So you guys know some random stuff that I've purchased and put in my component pouch. I have a diamond worth 300 gold. I have 200 gold pieces worth of powdered diamond. 50 gold pieces worth of gold dust. I have 100 gold piece glass eye. 50 gold worth of silver dust. Holy water. Sunburst pendant. I don't even remember why that is. It's in one of my spells. Like 20 gold worth of incense. I mean, guys, what do you need?
Yeah,
You're the Resident Evil guy. It's like, what are you buying?
Exactly. I've got bags all over because I have a backpack, a bag of holding, and a component pouch.
Hello, friend. What you buying?
Like, armor. They got to get through the bags to get to me.
Basically, between me and Ekris is like we're just like the ones with like all the pockets and all the stuff in it.
We're oh god, what's the kid's name from Goonies when he's got stuff all over him? I remember the character's name.
I remember the character, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways.
Yeah, I've never watched the Goonies like all the way through, so it's like I forget all the characters. I know a few of them, like, but it's not one of those things that just never popped up my radar. Like, oh, I'm interested.
No problem.
Okay, so is there anything else you guys want to do? Do you want to do the book stuff quickly and that's it?
Hit
the bookstore quickly and then
as we're wandering around, do the bookstore. At some point, we should just stop by and check the bounty board, just in case there's anything new on there. Just in case.
Sure.
And another one on the
while we're going to the other list. Yeah.
I print another one before we take on the next one. Sure, I'll stop by the bounty board.
Okay.
Okay, did we just break the jam? It's like, I didn't prepare anything.
You did, that's fine.
They haven't even finished their current bounty.
I know, it's fine now.
Okay. Over on 3rd Street.
Tell me, what's the name of all of our neighbors and their occupations?
Bay, Day, K, Lay, K, May.
Dory, Biffer, Buffer, Bumper. Here's the colors of all their cloaks.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, I'll just say that basically you don't see anything new in there, at least that particularly. But the guy
that was easy.
Yeah, there you go. Simple that. The guy that says come back come back in a couple days, or come back in and I'll see if it's.
He's not there. He's out to lunch for the next 2 days.
Yes.
Oh, the last party just took the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah.
guys
Sorry.
just
Yeah.
You just missed them.
Oh well.
Like I had one about an hour ago. Oh, we were at the bookstore.
It's here for learning.
Goddamn Barnes and Noble. Goddamn
So what-
Barnes and Noble. You go in there for like one book and you come out with 10 more.
Yeah, it's like book sale.
Exactly.
I just realized I've got Goggles of the Night in my inventory.
Oh, do you? Okay,
There
well
you
there you go. Why you?
I'll refund the gold.
Quickly go back. Can I get
spell
a
scrolls.
refund, please?
No refunds.
Please, I don't need them.
No refund for you.
Maybe we can throw them in like the quiver tomorrow with something and make a permanent light object. We'll see.
Maybe
Yeah,
yeah.
Why
sure.
not throw it
Okay,
in
I'll
there?
keep it then. We could do
Or
experimentation.
use them to cast it on an object, put it in there, and now it's like a permanent infusion.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just give everything you want to Grimdar. Let him mess with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at that point, you're basically you could turn like some arrows or something like that into that, like Zelda, where it's like, oh, I need to get through this like fucking cave system. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah,
Now you can see like that little spot is all illuminated.
Yeah.
these are all amazing ideas. Yes.
Yep. So there you go.
Bookstore.
Okay,
It's
so
not a bookstore.
yeah, bookstore.
I mean, the DM basically gave us an unlimited, way of doing things.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like, it's like Tears of the Kingdom. If you play that, then you know how that fusion works. So,
Mhm.
it's like that, but a little more stuff. You can
Even
do
more
basically-
terrifying because of who
Also,
we
we
are.
don't-
because
yes.
D&D. So yeah,
All
so
we don't like. I mean, it's like it's not technically game breaking because it's like you basically told us it takes two things, puts them together into one thing.
and like combines properties
So-
or alters properties in some way. Yeah. So yeah.
So put a light spell on an arrow or something like that, and then put it into the quiver, and it comes out permanently with a light source on it.
Sure. Yeah. It's like that. And occasionally it'd be like a equivalent of what's called the term. But basically, when you combine two things, you get something more than some of the parts.
Or if you want to keep it from being a giant, somebody lift the flares for Gondor kind of thing, Gondor calls for it kind of thing. It's basically like you shoot it and then it lights up.
Maybe. Yeah.
Mm.
We'll see.
Figure out.
Yeah. So
There's a
bookstore.
bag of chaos, so you never know.
It's true.
Off to the bookstore.
Yeah. So
They could also just do a disco strobe light since it's arcing through the air.
and you can make music with your things with your you can play sound effects. I think I saw that as an artificer you can make things like play sounds or something, so you can like play sound effects or like play music, whatever you want to do with it.
I could.
You'd also-
I just basically have the lamb chop like, this is the song that never ends, and it just loops that whole thing because it has to be just 6 seconds. It just loops it.
Torch
it's
device.
There you go.
Exactly.
Well played.
All right.
Well
so
played.
let me ask you then: is there anything you want to do with the bookstore specifically, or just buy their stuff and that's it?
What were we looking for? I forgot.
Cooking stuff.
I'm looking for ways to make
Ways to stabilize unstable elements.
Got it.
basically yeah.
Okay.
That's
Gordon's looking for new cookbooks.
Got it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so you talked to the man, you talked to the clerk is still there, sassy clerk from before. She's still there, wearing her black clothing. And yeah, she's just, she'll unless you're doing something specific, she'll just say the stuff, and then she'll let you know that that your money, that you're basically your account with them essentially is improving. So basically, she'll tell you like, yeah, like as your account improves with us, you can buy more expensive items. So if you want to in the future get something more expensive, like you mentioned before, with like those incredibly expensive skill tomes that permanently increase your stats or your abilities, and that then you'll have to essentially kind of earn you up to the higher tiers. So if once you get money, you're on your way.
As a reminder, how much would even one of those skill books cost us?
God, so much. What was like tens of thousands of gold. They're super expensive. They're super rare, and like
We could,
unless we all pooled our entire
Mhm.
pockets together just so we can boost one member's skills, like it's not worth
At
it.
least
and
for
that
now.
would be barely.
Yeah, just for now too. I mean, it makes you'll make more money, but still, yeah.
Like unless we know for certain like this one stat increase could be like the thing that decides the fate of the world.
Yeah, so those things are super expensive and rare. So yeah, you'll probably up against game some from here if you want to. You might pick up some adventuring, but yeah, they're just super rare in general for good reason because yeah, permanent stat boosts are usually
it's
problematic.
Better just to get them as a drop than it is as a buy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you never know. Also, might also have higher level, other more rare books that you might not be able to find anywhere else as well. So we'll see.
I cast borrowed knowledge on myself to boost my persuasion, and I just want to talk to her and maybe like, and be like, is there any way we can like speed up the process? Like, what are some things we can do to really improve our standing? Because we really just want to press you and be the best patrons you've ever had.
And find a way to take over the multiverse. I don't say that.
What?
Just assume the morning started with me casting telepathic bond, so we're all telepathic late. So you can think that.
Sure.
Yeah.
She'll say, basically, it's a matter of being, good patrons. Like I said, basically spending money here so that we know you're good friends of the business, and also just making sure that you're also, you're not like criminals or something like that, the sort. So, because we don't want to associate with people like that in case they bring the law down on us too as well. So, just generally, if you can be.
Oh, I completely understand. I'm a former lawman in my hometown, which reminds me, in my hometown there was this guy. He invented these puzzle books called Sudoku. Do you guys have any of those?
Yes, actually we do. We have something similar. She looks around, she finds something that's similar to that. She guys find Sudoku books basically for you. Yeah. So if you want to do something, do you want to do Sudoku in your meantime, your free time? Go for it.
Totally.
I looking like the size of a little kid. It's like, do you have any word find puzzles?
She smiles, kind of rolls her eyes at it, like yes. All right, so yeah.
And I say in Draconic.
I would like a book about dragons, please.
Word find books, but in the Draconic language. Yeah. Do you have any of those?
Sure.
I say this from personal experience. My mom went from Sudoku to the word find puzzles because it's not like the basic ones. Like it's all those crazy ones. Like you're given like a general idea of like what you have to find. You have to find all the words that are associated with this topic or theme. So it's a little more challenging.
Yeah, they have it.
Gordon is also looking for a book on how to properly like dissect monsters or animals to get the most parts out of them.
Sure.
Like what's like the best way to dissect creatures?
Okay. Yeah, that's not hard to find. Like you'll find that stuff like that. Like so yeah, that will basically improve you'll basically get more materials now out of your creatures, whatever when you skin them or whatever you do to get materials. So yeah, that's easy enough. Just get the book, you read it, and you'll learn. And it was some practicing too, but real time because you still have to actually practice your knowledge.
Use it.
Yeah. Otherwise, knowledge itself needs more than just that to work properly. But you're able to find it. It's not a problem. So yeah,
okay.
We'll say if you want to buy your stuff, we'll say it costs everything combined is like 100 gold, like everything combined. Yeah. So
all right.
All books combined. Yeah. Like combined. Yeah.
Does that include my Book of Dragons?
Yes, it is. It does.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's a lot for books, but like the guys are buying more expensive books now. So.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
we're also buying in bulk, but
improving your standing further. Yeah.
I have a quick question.
4 of us are here, so like 25 gold apiece to get for the books. Is that what you're thinking?
Sure.
Yeah. And it's 5 of us, so 20 gold.
Wolverine's not there with you, but
he's writing it. He's writing his book.
He's got his own book to write. Yeah.
He's on his blue chapter.
Yep.
Now, is that like Blue's Clues, Bluey, or Blue Man Group?
Worse, it's all 3.
EDM
version.
You become your own version of what's called your favorite group, Sapunk.
Chapter 2, Cerulean. Chapter 3, Cornflower. We're all blue shades.
Yes.
Just wait till the end of this game. Anyways.
Okay. I'm ready for this.
I have a question really quick. And this
all written in Comic Sans too.
And this might include the wizard. How does planar binding work?
Oh, planar binding.
Something about keeping you like pull something from another plane and you can keep them here. It's something like that.
I think it's like they're here from another plane and you like bind them. Like if you summon like some other creature from another plane. You can use that to like bind them here.
It doesn't summon for you though.
No, they have to
Oh.
already be here. I mean, we can look that up real quick.
Yeah,
So we
look
have
at
the
now. So
internet.
basically, you bind
Yeah.
a celestial, elemental, fae, or fiend to your service, but they have to be in range. They have to be within 60 feet of you. You casting. It lasts 24 hours too, so it's pretty strong.
Okay. So like a wizard has to summon the creature.
You're gonna have to do a combo. You cast a magic circle, which is a way to keep them from escaping. Then you have to cast like summon demon, fiend, celestial, whatever. Summon them there, and then once they're here, then you do the binding, sort of force them to do what you want them to. So some we'd have to like plan ahead and have like a half dozen spells ready to rock between 3 or 4 of us.
Also,
Okay.
I can get you the Fae if that's what you need, because I've got Conjure Fae.
Also,
Well, if you have a Celestio, I mean, I have the magic circle and the planar binding.
Yeah, I have all that too. It's just it's one of those things where it's a combo. It's
Yeah.
not one spell. It's 3 or 4 spells, and
Okay.
you got to have a clear idea of what you want to do with it. So
Yeah.
we can do it.
Also, right, just work on
Okay.
elementals too. So you guys do
Maybe
elementals a lot.
for another fight, since it's just a side quest.
Yeah.
Maybe for a main fight then.
I think when we do that, let's give Vade a heads up because DM's got a plan for a lot of crap.
Okay, I was thinking about doing it right now, but then that's why I was asking.
Like I said, you gotta go to elemental plane. So there are elementals there oftentimes, so you can bind elementals too. You know.
Yeah, but if I'm higher level, I could bind them for longer, like 10 days, or even 6 months if I want to do it at 7th level.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, that's a long time. Damn. Okay.
Which I'm definitely gonna do.
You monster.
Yep.
Can I buy multiple ones?
I mean, you theoretically could. It's not concentration.
Yeah.
It's just super expensive, 1,000 GP per try. I mean, because the spell consumes it too. The spell consumes the jewel, so it's a lot of money.
I can have one of each type. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I catch them all.
Yep.
Make them Pokemon.
The problem is if they fail their charisma? If they succeed their charisma throw, then they're hostile towards me.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna be happy with you trying to say, "Oh, I'm gonna make you my slave." Okay, sure.
Well, that's why we have silvery barbs. That's why we have a bunch of people ready for this.
You do.
Okay. Forget about that then.
I can't get you a celestial, but I can conjure an elemental. I need to buy the stuff for it, but
Yeah. This will
expensive
be
to do those. Yeah.
This will be for another time. I already bought the first diamond, so I'll just prepare for it eventually.
Just FYI, I just looked at my infusion things of like potential I can do. I could do the Eyes of Charming, which basically gives a person 3 charges of Charm Person. That to Krugar to help him with his
that would be
He's already got bifocals though. He's already got the laser beam eyes.
Yeah,
but these.
It's like those sunglasses that flip up, so you can just flip them down when he needs to charm people.
You can put them both in the box, and you'll basically get 2 monocles, one with lasers, one for charming.
I mean, to be fair though, I could like make this however I want. So if I just wanted to be like some extension of the thing, like just like an extra attachment, I could. Because this thing's already got charms. Like okay, an extra thing that has its own charm thing. So it's like 3 charges, DC 13, which isn't that great, but it still gives them a chance to like say, hey. You're my friend now.
Yep.
Buy my ice cream.
Oh, imagine we do all this work. We bring down the celestial, we enslave it, and we make it just serve ice cream for us while we're off adventuring.
Go to a thing. The next 10 days, could you just watch the booth for us?
Like, do I get
Here's
ice
some
cream too?
prizes for stuff. Here's the merchandise, and go wild.
Gotta make
You
sure
get a 10%
Here's how you work
kickback
the
if you sell the
register.
special of the day.
Like here's how you work the register. Here's how you make change. Treat them like a teenager just learning their first job for the summer kind of thing.
Yeah,
sure.
And then no matter how he does, give him like an employee of the month certificate before you let him go back.
Yep. He gets like a 15% discount when he's like off hours.
Oh my goodness.
Just so you know, the book that I bought is a dragon pop-up book.
Oh,
so like
cool.
when you open it, it pops up like origami.
Nice.
Be like Like little boy's first dragon.
Exactly,
Yep.
you get it.
How to enslave your dragon.
Oh, I wanted to know how to train it. Oh, this is. I mean, technically, this is training it. It's just a different kind
Yeah.
of training. It's whips instead of treats.
God. Yep. All right, we've probably tortured Van enough with this.
Yeah.
Shall we head back?
Like, I
take our
wanted
nap
to
for the
my
day?
pirate treasure hunt.
Yep.
I'm surprised how much you guys like shopping. I was like, man, you guys like shopping way more than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that
the
was,
problem is we've got so many crafting capabilities that
I
like
know, it's
and ideas. It's like we
So-
need more than a day, but it's like we need to get this done before it's like it
Yeah.
just gets pushed in further and
Mhm.
further.
2 hours of shopping.
I know. All right.
Yep.
So anyway, montage.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what do you guys do now? Now that you bought your stuff.
To the water plane.
What do you
Yeah.
say?
Well,
we
how,
basically just
how
say, like,
much
for the
of the day did we eat up with all the shopping?
We'll just like use up like
Yeah.
like maybe half, maybe not even half, like probably like a few hours really, because you didn't like do a
I-
lot with shopping wise really that much. So
Yeah, so I'd say I'm just spending the rest of the evening and day just like studying the book, maybe doing like a tiny little experiment just to kind of get an idea of how this will work.
Yeah, Gordon will start going through his new dissection book. So
I'll look through the book with Vowel and we'll show ice cream.
Yeah.
There we go.
He surprisingly loves it. I don't understand why.
It's a great book.
No, the ice cream. He loves
Intelligence
the
of a
ice cream.
full grown adult, but just loves the pretty colors from the pop-up book. It's like again.
It's delightful.
it is. It is.
You get the little
Oh
pull
god.
tabs and everything.
Basically, Vowel's donut without the prima donna personality.
Gordon will prepare some sashimi for the group out of the bits of fish we got from the water plane a couple days back. So
Oh, nice. Thank you.
mhm.
It's all poison.
I
'cause you know.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I
it was
abstain.
all it was the puffer fish, and he didn't get the right part.
Yep. Okay, then I guess yeah, I guess you guys are basically finished your stuff. So yeah, you go to the water plane, and you're back in Celtasia, the city that you came to last time.
And who was the lady who basically bamped me to?
Oh,
Limbo.
Cascadia, yeah.
Mhm.
She's there when we arrive.
She's a tour guide.
Yeah. Well, no, no,
Okay.
she's there. She's there again as the guide because usually she's the one who meets a lot of people at the
Okay.
Mhm.
entrance.
Like,
to
So
the-
as soon as we lock eyes, I just like, hey,
She looks a little bashful, or like not bashful, say a little embarrassed to see you again. Like, oh,
Get the
happy to see you
popcorn
back.
ready.
like I'm just like, yo, 3 foot tall. She's probably like 6 or so, 6 feet tall. It's like, hi. I just, as I'm locking eyes, I just immediately kick her in the shin.
All right, roll attack roll.
I mean, it's not if it's an unarmed strike. Even if I connect, it's gonna do 0 damage.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just
still.
the point of
Mhm.
It's a principle. All
13.
right, it hits her. She's not expecting it, so surprise attack.
Yeah, it does no damage whatsoever because I don't have any strength. But it's like, because I know if I try to do my actual strikes, like I don't want to kill you. I'm just making a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she clutches her knee, like ow.
Yeah, I just hit her in the right spot. So it does like the involuntary kick reflex thing.
Sure.
Mm.
She's like, okay, I probably deserve that, but
Probably.
sorry about the whole situation, but I think you had a good time, right?
Do you even know where I was?
I think they told me you went to Limbo. I don't remember if you guys told her or not, but I'm gonna say that because I don't remember.
It's like, do you know what limbo is?
I just heard all about chaos and like fun and swirly things.
No. I met a fey creature. Like almost like elves or just big pointy ears and stuff like that. He looked like a potato man with 4 arms. Because he just decided fuck it one day and became that. I could have become that because of you.
But you didn't. So
I kick her again.
her other shin, she cuts her other leg. Like,
Whale point to Renan. Renan's blue now. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just waving.
Wait. And just want to see something here.
Okay.
Oh, I can't
Now,
use Flash of
Baden,
Genius
I
on
was
my-
bald. I was bald. Now,
It's been
is
a
my
day.
hair like
It's back.
back,
Also,
or
it's
does it
back.
just
Also-
start growing normal?
No,
Like
it
I'll
seems
be
to come back
normal
like-
and like.
Seems like come back like almost
Also-
instantly. Like
what-
as soon as the day
Okay.
ends, basically, it just comes returns
Okay.
instantly. It's like weirdly, oddly.
Also, didn't I turn? Didn't you say I turned purple scales?
I
Pink
said you had an
scales.
option.
Pink
if you want-
scales.
Yeah. So what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to have pink hair, but you don't have hair. So you basically said you have pink scales, but it's up to you. You can do whatever you want scale
Yeah,
wise.
so I went from like a dark, burgundy red
Yeah.
scales naturally to
Mm.
vibrant pink.
Yes, Barbie pink. There you go.
Yep.
Barbie pink.
Ba-
indeed.
Basically, it's like almost like the albino pink, kind of skin.
Sure.
Mm.
It's
like-
like, look at me, look at him in blue, because they had to come and get me.
Gordon burps and extra bubble comes out.
He burps bubbles now.
Well, sounds like y'all had a fun time, but
I'm like reaching for my holster. I'm hoping somebody's gonna be like, stop me, like, no,
she
no,
backs
no.
up. She
Here,
backed up. Man.
You hear Gordon's voice in your mind. Not on the way in, on the way out. We still got work to do here. We still got money to make.
It's like, well,
Wait,
well-
check on this one.
anyways, so hey, if I can just like help you make up for it, then let me know. I'm out to help you out. So just let me know if I can do something to help. Push or tide this over.
Give us some
I-
tips
I-
on what to do with this pirate guy we're after.
Like,
Pirate?
thank you, because
Pirate-
I'm like
pirate
literally
Ford.
like willing myself to get off of the gun.
like twitching.
Yeah.
And thinking about just grabbing for the other one and making a flamethrower and lighting this whole place up. Going full John Carpenter's The Thing.
Mhm.
There you go.
Gordon will interject at this point and verbally say, perhaps as a way to make amends, you can introduce us to the best dolphin taxi service in town. We have some business out in the wilds.
Oh sure. I got a friend that does that stuff. Yeah, if you go to Siltasia proper, because right now we're just in the zone where we're great people. But if you go back to Siltasia, I have a friend over there you can talk to, and she could get you some really I say high-powered dolphins. They can get you there really quickly. Like they're probably they're usually more on the expensive side. But if you let her know I sent you, then you can basically get there probably half the time you normally get there.
Sure, she's still here. Maybe you sent her to Pandemonium this time.
I talked to her yesterday. I don't think I did, but she looks. She
Sure?
actually thinks about it for a second, as if she's not sure. like, no, I'm pretty sure she's here.
As far as I could tell, you didn't know how that spell you sent used on me was gonna work either, did you?
I don't cast on my friends.
You cast it on your friend in the battle.
I said it's
She
true.
did too.
She did. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
she doesn't
You were
remember.
both in this line of fire.
She forgets. She's like, well, he was fine, wasn't he? So, also the Eldsville. Very results-oriented person. But yeah. So just go in town, talk to her. Her name is Leah. So just talk to Leah, and she'll be able to help you.
Gordon will reach over, wrap his arm around Rick's shoulder and say, "Thank you very much. Hope you have a good day and try not to die." And he'll sort of like pull Risk along with him.
I just start screaming. It's like, shrink rays, make them fun size. Because we can do the reduce. Because I can do the reduce spell. I can make
Yeah.
a gun that will make them fun size.
There you go.
I can become Reducto.
Then we can test her with the Quibdar. The quiver of Quibdar.
Oh god.
Like-
Nice.
Like if I continuously use the reduce spell on somebody, would they go from medium to small to tiny?
Well,
Like if I continuously
So-
do it, or does it just reset?
it only works at one time. Yeah, it doesn't stack. It doesn't cumulative. But there might be other ways, other sources that can stack with it. But basically, if you just cast reduce by itself, it doesn't keep producing in general speaking. That's just story speaking.
I'm thinking of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like
ended rather than unintentionally.
Sure.
Well, the way we do it is we polymorph her into something, and then we reduce her.
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
That's 2 different spells.
There you go. That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes.
Plotting, yes.
And then put an ant and a scorpion in there and let them fight, and they're in the middle of it.
Did we? Hey, did we like rest before we came
I
here?
assume you guys.
Yeah,
So
I'm
just,
assuming
Yeah,
this
because
is-
we were like studying our new books.
yeah, you were
That's
there
what I
for a few
thought.
days. So just do your long rest. Yeah, if you haven't.
Get your 4th level spell from the dimension door back.
Yep.
I mean, I could have used my whatever wizard thing during a short
mean-
rest to get that back, but still.
Major army, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
in all fairness, if anybody had that spell in real life, they would absolutely use it rather than walking
Yes.
the hallway. They'd immediately
Exactly.
like, just pop in.
Mhm.
You just pop out, grab like a pot card out of the cupboard, pop back in, you know.
I mean, to be fair, they'd have to be like Nightcrawler. They have to know where they're going, or they're going to end up inside the walls.
Yeah.
Mhm. Might be like the same sort of thing with force powers from Star Wars. Nobody's going up to get a snack from the fridge. They're just going to pull it over with the force.
Yeah.
It's like sit on the couch all day, lazy force users, like, playing games. Like,
Yeah.
they don't bother using their hands. Just open their mouth and let it float toward them.
Yeah.
Like they're not really on a floating suspender chair kind of thing. They're literally just moving themselves with the force.
It's the whole time. Man. The body's
You wouldn't literally have to go to any store. You could just think about the food and it would come to you. The food just
Just
float
like-
to you.
just like use the force, tell the delivery driver, there's like, make me the food, bring it here. You don't want a tip.
God.
Oh no,
No tipping.
In fact, you
That's
wanna
of
give
the
me the
dark
food.
side. Come
that's
on.
right.
Yeah.
Dark side.
I mean, it's kind of in the middle because I'm not like telling them to harm themselves.
You're a Sith.
I am in the middle,
The gray.
or at the very least, I'll pay for it. But it's like you don't want a tip. I don't want a tip.
Imagine if you're a force user, you probably have money to afford tips in the middle.
Mhm.
Probably
It's the
rich.
principle of the thing.
Sure.
You're not even going to give him a nickel? I mean, come on.
Shiny nickel, shiny penny.
You should force her to become a franchisee.
Oh no.
God.
Make her work for us.
Oh no.
We
Yeah.
could do that because I've got summoned Fae, and we could get people, Fae beings that look like people, and you can snap them in so they stay longer than an hour. Mystery. Or,
Well, no,
Renan.
no, just for her to make up for us. Every person that comes to Celestial will have to buy an ice cream.
Yeah.
I just realized I could literally make Darth Vader's armor, but just miniaturized for a
Yeah.
kobold.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it.
Because Cloak of Manta Ray already gives me water breathing, so I can work with the
Mhm.
mask, and I already have like the mask for the poison filter and all that stuff. It's like I
Mhm.
basically have the breathing apparatus.
Yeah, you just like yeah.
But you gotta have the giant Spaceballs helmet.
Yes, because I am
Dark
already
helmet.
Rick Moranis short.
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Baseballs, man.
We are the Spaceball crew, right? We are not Star Wars.
I see
have
a
good-
sword
We
as
have
big
good
as-
intentions, but we are not that sharp.
Yeah, not
Do
the
we have
heroes.
good intentions?
I don't know.
Love the shorts, man. Love the shorts.
I mean, we start with good intentions, but then people.
I'll
piss
give
us
you
off.
that. I'll give you that.
Like with that one lady, it's like I just want you to say sorry. It's like, I guess I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, you're one more syllable away.
Don't forget the merchandising.
Merchandising. Merchandising. Baseball the flamethrower. The kids are gonna love this.
Lunchboxes.
Yeah.
Funko
Anyway,
Pops.
dolphin taxis.
Up and down.
Mhm.
Hey, did we get any like fun temporary hit point treats today?
Yeah, I've got them cooked. It's just whenever we're yeah, I'll just pass them out now. So I've got 4 at the moment. So let me double check.
Also,
You make mine tea flavored?
Unfortunately, you didn't request that ahead of time, so they're peppermint schnapps.
Oh, nice.
Also, if we do get in a scrap, should I still stick with my Eldritch Cannon, or should I do the bubble wrap temporary hit point, bubble?
let's see what the scrap looks like before you go for it. But assume for the moment the bubble wrap, because that was very effective last time.
Who's taking the cookies?
I'll give one to every person that can eat one. But Mystery, I know you can't consume solids at the moment, so.
We can.
No, I mean,
you know
I
that,
can. I just don't.
has
I
he
don't have a
figured it out?
hunger.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
No,
in that case,
Become me.
No. It's I can eat. It's just I don't have a hunger for it. So
Right.
I'm eating. Yeah.
gotcha.
Like,
I
You're
mean,
a
if-
vampire now, basically, yeah.
only
mean,
without
is
the
it-
craving for blood.
In that case, one to everybody but Risk, just because he's most likely to be next to his bubble wrap.
Okay.
And then is it what, 3 or 4 temporary hit points?
4 temporary HP.
All
As
right.
I
First
got
bonus
pushed
round.
down proficiency. Yeah.
All right. 40 Tempe.
I'm looking for the excuse to use my flamethrower though, just
Yep.
because it's a 15-foot cone
Mm-hmm.
within 15 feet,
Yep.
Someone's getting
and
burned.
it does 3d8 fire damage.
We gotta get you an extension nozzle for that. Alright, Van, we're heading
And
to
for-
Dolphinland.
Dolphin Land.
Let's go Dolphin. Yep.
Dolphin.
And dolphin, you see a bunch of dolphins, all sorts of creatures. Not to see a dolphin, you see like eels, like like crustaceans, all sorts of weird creatures, like all sorts of interesting. He's like sharks, all the fun stuff. So yep, you pick whatever you want. They're all. I will say for sake of simplicity, they're all the same speed. So you just pick whatever flavor of sea creature you'd like to ride, and yeah, you can go on your way. She'll literally give it to you for free. And she you tell her about that
Cascadia.
Yeah, I gave it to you. It's a recommend. So you buy. She's like, oh, all right. I guess I order one. So here you go.
Mhm.
Have fun. And remember to send them back once they're done. Don't put them. Don't bring them in. Don't hurt the creatures, of course. I love them. They see the creatures. Pats them on the back. They clearly like her, and she likes them. So. Very
Are
warm.
any of them giving the stink eye though?
No, they seem fairly friendly actually. They don't like hate. They're pretty. They seem like they're used to strangers,
Oh, so instead of Day of the Dolphin, it's Flipper.
Yes, they're friendly creatures. They don't seem to be hostile. They don't seem to want to kick on you and get on them. They're
They don't want to just slap on a explosive mine onto our back when we least expect it.
Well, not that you have.
Wow.
I've only seen that movie once, and it's still a fucked up movie.
I've never seen that before. That sounds pretty fucked up. Yeah.
It's based off of a real military experiment where they try to train dolphins to like plant mines onto enemy ships and then swim away.
I heard about
so
that.
they would
Yeah.
blow up. But it's kind of like the Russian mine dogs who would do the same thing with tanks, except they
Of course, yeah.
train them on their own. The Russians train them on their own tanks, so they always go to their tanks.
The
instead of
Russian
the enemy.
tanks, yep.
So
Yeah.
the dogs unfortunately did not make it.
Aw, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. Oh.
Goran will rent a orca because he's got the mask for an orca from last time, so.
Sure. And Jimmy's got a Cthulhu mask if he wants it. He use that too.
Mhm.
Yes, I do have a Cthulhu mask. Yes.
Yeah, the best mask.
I,
The other one.
I think I got like an eel mask, so it's kind of
need
like
to-
my face, but like more amphibious.
I need to hang out somewhere for like 11 minutes so I can convert Vowel into an octopus, and then him and I both have like matching masks as well.
Nice.
Cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Just cute to see the Val with a mask.
I
Yeah.
know. He's adorable. He really is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd say I probably just like ride on the orca with Gordon, just because it's the bigger vehicle.
Yeah, we got plenty
we're
of
all,
room, so.
we're all tiny.
Mhm.
Happy you are. Yeah. So
I'm not grouping up turtle on for myself.
you got turtle. Okay, got turtle.
So you have a giant orca, some dolphins who are probably equal somewhat in speed,
Mhm.
and then you have the turtle like.
But somehow the turtle goes the same speed as the dolphin. It's very strange. But yeah, he seems like shoot. You know where a tail essentially. There's like a spurt of water like shooting
Well-
out of the ass, basically, and it's pushing the board.
It's the turtle from what's that? Finding Nemo. It rides the waves, man.
Oh, Crush.
Yeah, Crush.
Mm.
Crush, yeah.
A surfer turtle, yeah.
Surfer turtle, man.
Sure. Sure.
Do you have speak with animals?
I do.
Mhm.
We basically make him Crush if you wanted to.